No. And to tell you the truth, that's a bit creepy. Maybe a course on ethics or compliance would do you some good. I'm just kidding. But seriously, as tempted as you may be, don't do that, okay? What I'm really talking about is being observant, asking questions, and listening carefully to your prospects' answers. Now, top salespeople around the world know that consumers buy things for really one of two reasons. One, they absolutely fall in love with the product, or two, it solves some sort of problem for them. All right, I know that people do not necessarily fall in love with a new roof or new windows, but they can certainly fall in love with new carpeting or a new car. So the fact-finding stage is an opportunity to discover which of the two fits your prospect. And keep in mind, it could be a combination of both. If your product is not something that someone can or will fall in love with, then your job is to find out what they love and why. What's going to get them excited and what's going to make them reach for their checkbook. If you're in the business where your product isn't necessarily something that's exciting to buy, be it windows, roofing, siding, insulation, but it's something that solves a major problem for the customer, this stage is where your opportunity to establish those problems starts. Remember, everything in this section revolves around you gathering data. You're collecting information while also giving up information about yourself. Too often, a salesperson is just bombarding the customer with information. Think of it like a first date. People like to talk about themselves. Would you ever sit down on your first date and just go on and on and on about yourself instead of listening to the person sitting across from you? If you answered yes, then you're probably still single, and for good reason. I've personally had salesmen come to my home and make the situation all about themselves instead of what I actually care about. They made zero effort to find out why I even had them in my house in the first place. They instantly assume that I want to sit and listen to them go on and on about their products as in their service, when in turn, all I want to do is discuss the problem I'm having and see if they might have a solution for it. Do not make this vital mistake. So during this time, you're finding out information as to what problems they have in their home, what problems they care about most, and most importantly, what problems you can solve. Also, what problems you may be discovering for them that they've just found for the first time. During your data gathering or fact-finding stage, you may reveal a problem that they weren't even aware of. All of this is ammunition to carry you to the next step of the sales process. So be a good date. You're there to serve them and to help them. It's your obligation to find out what problems they have and what they could potentially fall in love with. All right, here comes your next quick test. Good luck with that, and I'll see you again in the next chapter.